Hi guys, good morning. How are you doing? It's your girl Irene and I am back with another video. You guys, it's so good to have you here, okay? To my new subscribers, you guys are welcome. To my OGs, thank you so much. So today's video is another get ready with me while I gist you guys on how this particular story is how I was taken to the prison the first time, the second time. So where did we stop last time? If you're following up, just remind me in the comment section where we stop. Okay. Okay, let me tell you. So the last time we stopped at where I slept in the cell. And the following morning, the human rights activist Harrison Gamnishri team came, and then boom, we waited for the court bailiff to come, plus the police officers that arrested me and locked me up in the cell. So this time they came. So when they came, but the human rights activists were here before this time earlier, and my family were here too. Unlike the last time in Soka, before my family even came, they already came and transferred me. So, but this time my family, in fact, they were almost like they slept in the police station that day. So everybody was there when they came. So when they came, now it was the court bailiff that came, representative. Remember, this time I still don't know that he's my ex-husband's representative. I thought he was a policeman. Okay, no, I think at this point I found out. Okay, so he too came, and plus one other man that was the driver of the vehicle that they came in. I think it was a chartered Sienna van. You understand? It was chartered. It was not like any police officer, any police station owns the van. Okay, so but then that's not okay. So they came, just three of them. Then remember I was inside the police station already, so I didn't know who was who is working with who and all that. So the only thing I knew that when I came out, when they now like the police station, the police station released me for the court bailiff, the human rights activists that were there wanted to take pictures with me, but they refused. I'm going to put the pictures here because they managed to capture the police officers in that particular station refused. Not the DPO. I think it was the deputy DPO also. He refused. It was like, no picture, nobody, no, they take any picture here. So, but the human rights activists wanted to take it and send back to somebody, Harrison, the person that sent them, but they refused. So now they said, okay, the human rights officer, okay, that I should follow them in their own vehicle instead of following them in the police, the court bailiff in his own vehicle. The Indian police station officers refused, said no, that I must follow them in their own vehicle, like the court bailiff. So we were like telling them that these people don't trust them, that they can do and undo. But they refused, they insisted. Instead, they brought two police women to escort us in their own Sienna van. So, okay. So they insisted that I entered into the van. I'm supposed to be doing my makeup, we're talking, but at this point, I'm going to hold it. So I entered into their own Sienna. The two police women entered. The court bailiff entered. My ex-husband representative was sitting in the front, plus the driver. So we drove out. They told my family member and the human rights activists that were there that they were taking me to, to the court, about high court. So everybody was relaxed. Say, they go to the court. You understand? So they were supposed to follow our own vehicle, like as a convoy. But then I think somebody wanted to pee, so they waited. You understand? So why we went first. So, but all of a sudden, when we left that gate, they didn't go like the normal route they were supposed. They started doing vegan. Before you know it, the people that were coming at the back lost us. I looked back because I was sitting at the back. I looked back. I didn't see them following us. Immediately, I got worried. I was like, these people are not following us. So now, they're supposed to take us to the court. Abi, as agreed. But then they took another turn. So when they took another turn, even the police women were like, Oga, where will they go? Meanwhile, when I entered, I was crying. I was like, look at what you people are doing to me. This is wickedness. This is this one. This is that one. The police women were like, Madam, don't do a beg. No, they. You see women. In fact, let me not generalize. But you see, some women, So they were like, Madam, I better shut up now. They make noise. Where they make noise? So, but when they noticed that they were taking a different turn, other than the one they were supposed to take, so they now asked the court bailiff, Oga, which side would they go? And the court bailiff said, prison. Immediately, he said, prison. The fat policewoman turned and looked at me. I was like, I was like, and I was like, you see, these people are not to be trusted. I still held my peace. I didn't say anything. We got to the prison. The first gate, like first entrance, they will look at you, and the court bailiff showed them the papers, and they will open the gate. We entered. We entered. We came out from the car. Now, my ex-husband representative didn't come down. He sat in the car, plus the driver. And then the 2 police women, they did not say, but Oga, no be this place you tell us say they take this woman, they go. They did not say so. They did not say, Oga, but wetin you tell us for office, wetin you tell us for police station, wetin you tell our Oga, they say they carry us, they go court. Why you carry this woman, they go prison? They did not say that. They kept quiet. They came out and said, oh yeah, madam, come out, you know, concern us now. Now what could they do? So they came out, they asked me to enter inside that we should enter the prison gate. So we reached, and then they asked for papers, the court bailiff gave them paper, they now opened the second main entrance to the prison. So we entered into the prison. So when we entered, at this point, tears was just running down my cheek. Tears was just falling down my cheek. I didn't have any, I couldn't say anything. I was just standing like this. And tears was falling. And then the warders, they came out, they were like, fine girl, what you do? Wetin carry you come this kind place? This kind place no fit you. What you do? I didn't say anything. I was just standing and tears was just dripping in my head. I'm dripping. This court bailiff now went to the office now, I think to the checking point where you now give papers and whatever. So he gave them the papers. They went through the papers. The man stood up, looked at me, looked at his colleagues, even turned and looked at those in the back, and looked at the papers again, and looked at the court bailiff, and told the court bailiff, this papers is backdated. We want a current date. We want the one that carried that bearing today's date. This date is backdated now, not be today's date. So I beg, go and bring the current date. The court bailiff said, okay, no problem, that they should leave me here. Let him go and bring the current date. He said, no, that he will not leave me here. That they should take me and go. And then we came out. At this point, when we now came out, I couldn't hold myself anymore. Even the police women were like, this woman, be like say your God, they are alive. Because this kind of thing never happened before. No, they go, enter motor. At that point, you was shouting at me to enter inside prison. Say, what did I do? What's my offense? Say, I married a bad husband. Now be the only offense why I don't do, Abi. Now be the only offense. People are shouting at me as if I'm a criminal, screaming at me. I entered. Remember, I told you in my last video that my period came out. And at this point, I was already soaked. But because I was wearing black trousers, you will not notice. So, blood was still pouring. I went back and I sat down in the chair. And they were like, that my ex-husband said that it's not like that I have to do what they know. This man that told me that time in the bus when they were bringing me from Soka, he told me that it's a husband and wife case, that I was going to sort this thing out, that his plan is not. This man took it upon himself that I must face the law, that's what the law, that I disobeyed the law. I said, which law? Which law did I disobey? Now, they now carried us to the court to go get the current date. Remember, my family members have already gotten to the court, plus the human rights activists. They did not see us. They were looking for us. So, we now came in. We now entered the main, we came into the main door, the main gate. But where High Court was, Court 4 was, is inside. So, they were probably there, looking for me there. Now, we came in and entered into the judge. I said, if you know this court very well, you know. We entered there, and they didn't let me come down. They said I should sit down inside there and wait. So while I was sitting down inside there, I was waiting. I was talking. I was praying. I was screaming. I was shouting. I was cursing every single one of them. Every single one of them, I was cursing them. Telling them that children will see worse. Telling them that they will suffer this thing times 20. Telling them I did not do them anything. I did not do their brother anything. And this is how he has chosen to repay me. And for that, all of them will suffer. All of them that are, even till they are still maintaining it. Unless they don't have daughters. Their daughters will marry. They think I don't get parents now. I don't get father. I don't get anybody. Yes, now. So, my own father's daughter, like my father, deserves to have a daughter that will suffer. Be them too. That same way, their own daughters will suffer. Marriage, like this. For supporting evil. You see something that is clearly evil. And you're supporting it. Oh, because of what? Because they're going to give you money. They're going to do you what? I kept praying. I kept shouting. I was telling God, what is my offense? What did I do wrong? What did I ever do to this man? He married me a virgin. Sometimes I hate to talk about this thing because but I just feel like it's true that most times we don't get what we deserve. Like, I don't know, because we live in Satan's world and all that. But to be honest, this kind of thing will be waiting for dream in my mind. Say it could ever happen. You understand? So I never cheated on him. If I never cheated on him. Lie, I didn't do anything. You understand? I was that faithful, stupid, naive girl. Huh? God. Last time I even do and half waiting he do me. Eh? What am I saying? Last time I do small, not even half. Don't tell me like this, half of what, small thing of what he did to me. I was saying, at least I do him back. But I didn't do him anything. I was just that naive girl that would be giving birth every year, every 2 years. What I'll be doing was, I'm pregnant, I'll give birth, I'm nursing. The next minute I'm pregnant again, I'll give birth, I'm nursing, I'm pregnant again. That was just it. For 5 years of the marriage, that was what I was doing. Get pregnant, nurse child, get pregnant again. No doubt I gave birth to 3 children without husband, alone. So what did I even do to deserve this? I did not sell any of his lands. I did not dupe him. I did not steal him. I did not kill him. I did not poison him. I did not do anything. You understand? I talk. Me, we know they talk. I talk. I was just praying and shouting and screaming. If you see my eye was swollen up. And I was in my period and I was cursing all of them. All of them are cursed people. Una go suffer. Your family members, all those representatives that came to represent you, all of them will suffer. Yes. Since they don't have mouth to say, no, this one is wrong, I'm not going to support this one, I'm not going to support this one, and they're going to suffer. Yeah. All of them are going to suffer too as well. Because you people felt, I'm a fatherless child, I don't have anybody, nobody's going to come out for me, and you people are going to deal with me. Okay. So we got to the court. The court bailiff went inside. After everything, he got to the current date, and they took me back to the prison. Open the first gate again, open the second gate again, we entered. And they're like, the warders there. Fine, yeah. You don't come back here again. These people mean business, so they won't make you enter this place. So now the prisoners there, I could see the male prisoners from there. Like people, they were wearing their uniform, walking around, cutting grass and all that stuff. So they were like, fine, girl, no worry. You go get used to this place. And I was telling my mind, lie. Get used to what? I will not enter there. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I knew. My mom was just telling me that you're not entering there. So they were like, don't worry, you gonna not be saying when they bite this place, you go get used to them. No, you go still come out last. You understand? So the court really went and gave them the papers again, bearing the current date. So they took the papers. He now went inside and met his oga. They looked at it, came out, looked at me, and they looked at the papers again. And then I said no, that he should go, that this is a warrant of arrest, not a warrant of reprimand. That the only one that they use is warrant of reprimand. You understand? So that he should go and bring warrant of reprimand. That arrest is for police, where you lock somebody up in a cell. But if you want to lock somebody up in the prison, then you have to get warrant of reprimand, not warrant of arrest. So he said, okay, let him go and get it. But then let them leave me here now so that he can go and get it faster. They said, no. Carry her. She's your problem. Carry her. Move her from this place. We don't want her here until you get what you're supposed to get. Get the right documents. Why they do magomago like this now? My friend, go and bring the right to the... We left that. Come out again. You're going to suffer for it. I even said, even you, the representative, you're carrying it in your head. You're not even supposed to be here. For real, I don't hear say, did they carry person go prison? The person we carry in family, they there. It's normally when you go to court and it's decided that this person is supposed to be imprisoned, it is the police that will carry that person. If it's a female, it's going to be female police officers that will take the person to the prison. If it's a male police officers, not family members. You understand? But my ex-husband representative was there, family member to somebody sending me to prison. The court bailiff too, family member. You understand? Then the 2 police women that were assigned. So I cursed all of them. They said, I enter. Madam, shut up your mouth. Enter. Where do they talk nonsense? So I entered. So we now went back the 3rd time to go get the warrant of reprimand. It was at this point that the human rights activists and my family members cut up swords and was like, what have you people doing? Meanwhile, I don't cry, tired. My eye was just swollen. So they came and said, where have you? They've been looking for us. We told them, so they carry us to go to prison. Say, what's happened? That was not the agreement. Prison has what? That was when now the problem started. So started screaming. Meanwhile, the human rights activists brought out their cameras and started recording. And the police officers, the police women became upset. Why are you
for what? Why is
my phone?
Then why are you videoing me? Why are you videoing? Come and see. What do you mean? Why is she videoing me? For what? Why is she videoing me?
No, that's the phone. Okay, Pauline. Thank you.
This is the place they say. Is this the place they say we should bring her?
Now, what she's doing here? You are waiting for
We
something.
are waiting for something. The people are doing another thing here.
Hey,
No, don't worry. Please, DPO is talking to
I'm not going to
this man.
No be work they do. Right, they record me. They said, okay. When you saw that these people were not taking them to court, what did you do? They said they all left their phones in the police station where they were charging it. They didn't come with their phone. There was no way they could have called anybody. Say, no way you could have called anybody. And you follow them go the first and follow them go the second. Meanwhile, the second time when we were coming out, the police women became upset. They were like, Oga, we don't support this the way they do again. We don't go there the first time, they no agree. Go there the second time, they no agree. This third time again, we no go. We know they go with you again to that place. We they wash our hands. Because I've been coughing. You understand? We they wash our hands. This woman, they innocent. Una just they make sure una put her for inside that prison. You no good. All of una be fathers, una get children. All this thing una do no good. Why una they carry and they go there? And besides, una papers, una document, not even they correct. Nothing they correct. We know they go there again. Carry, you know waiting. Carry us go back police station. Now, when they now came, they called their Oga, the DPO. The DPO say he doesn't want me again. They should not bring me to his station. That he doesn't want. Everybody was now washing their hands off my case. Say no, that they should not bring me to the case, to their police station, that they don't want me there again. Apart from that one, that that woman is innocent, so they don't want to put their hands, no concern them. Waiting they know, they say these people brought them and they have taken them back, so they don't want me again. They don't want the case again. So the policeman was like, oh yeah, me when I carry us go back. We don't do our part finish. We know they follow this thing. It was war. Finally, they said, don't cry again. Why are you crying? My eyes were swollen. I'm going to put the picture.
So what Pauline yes, send them my so you back again,
my eyes were swollen. Everybody was screaming and shouting. I was messed up. My period was fluing. At this point, I was beginning to ooze. Oh, God. So, finally, they kept going back and forth, going to the court to get documents. So my lawyer now came, and he was able to get is it an order? What is it called? That could so that they could release me and not let me go back to the prison until the following day when the judgment will hold. The court will start, which was another case. We stayed there from morning till night, till around 5. That was when we eventually left the court. And then after, when we entered into the court the following day, okay, that night, when they finally released me, they released me on the ground that my lawyer was going to provide me, you understand? So my lawyer took me to a hotel, paid money. My uncle, sorry, it was that lawyer. They took me to the hotel, paid money, and with air conditioner, I slept like a baby. You're going to see my children were all over me.
Babe, do you see can name another person? Another person on my person. Is your family
like they didn't let me stay 1 minute away. This one was lying down on me. You can see them here. So the following morning, he now went back to court, and the court case started. So, okay, we went back to court, and this time I didn't sit in the audience. I sat in the front, during this case, because before now I didn't know anything about all these cases and everything, but I'm beginning to learn. So that is it. So I was sitting in the gallery where we all sit. There's a place where for people who are either convicted of something or people who are, like, if you're facing a criminal charge or something, you sit there, you understand, and you will not leave until the whole cases are done. Normally, subsequently, when we started with the court cases, you sit in the background, and then when your own case is talked about, you're free to leave. But this particular time, I sat till all the cases were talked about, you get. So that was where I sat. So we now paid to bail me from the prison, stuff. Now, you guys, if I had entered into the prison, even if it was for 1 hour, if those people had accepted me, giving me uniform, they'll give you uniform, and they'll take picture of you first in front and by your side. So I would have entered the database. So even if it was for 30 minutes that I stayed in the prison and came out, it would have been in my bag. Anywhere I want to go, it would be showed that I am an ex-convict. I would have become an ex-convict. But because God didn't let that happen, so yeah, I went close to becoming an ex-convict, but I came out. Jehovah has been faithful. So yeah, that was it. That was how the court cases now started. That was it. You guys, watch out for the next part. At this point, I don't even know whether it's part 10 we are at now or part 11. But that was it. So Jehovah has been faithful, I'm not gonna lie. And all this while, family, friends, everybody has been calling me, keeping up to date, wanting to know how far, how things have been going. You know, as it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But I'm glad that while he was planning to destroy me, Jehovah was planning to uplift me. You understand? So, to be honest, I don't regret any of those things that happened. Like, looking back now, I don't regret them. I'm like, well, it's like another training, another form of training. If not, I'll still be that small little girl that don't know anything. I don't know that this world is wicked.
I'm going to use this laptop.
Had man. Emechiwala.
I want to live my life legit. I don't want to live my life, but practically it affects me. Anything be hating, anything be hating. I mean, one make her cry. I mean, one make her choose to cry. Make a light on my body. Time to date. Not to join and celebrate. Everybody go there, alright. I want to live my life legit. I don't want to live my life, but practically it affects me.